Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a Jcat with a bad habit. Bye, bye. This one is amazing. Let's get to the intro. Welcome back to the channel, and if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking, and I appreciate the support, man. I'm very humbled by it. Wow, okay, wow. This one's a wowzers. This is a ruh-roh, Raggy. This is a Scooby-Doo. This is a perfect example of triple CMS, EOP, Jcat's gone wild, right? This vato has officially crossed the I thought he was already crossing the threshold, but he zoomed right past the threshold, didn't collect go, or didn't pass go, didn't collect $200, just straight went to Jcat land with this one. This dude needs to be permanently housed in an EOP building on the streets. Seriously, man. Lock this boy up. He needs help. He's crying for help. Everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the world, especially this guy. And he made some of the most derogatory, heinous, false statements I've ever heard in my life. Now, I actually was teetering back and forth on whether to do this video because you don't want to kick a man when he's down. But this vato continues to Jcat out and is just digging this hole as deep as he can. Now, I'm going to play a clip from Little Top Ramen, right? Big Sopa, Little Toro, right? Where he's been making a little bit of noise lately because he was going back and forth with that Norteño rapper Doc 9 from Porterville, and they both had some, it's still bummer, eh? They both had some certain things to say back and forth to each other, mood, right? But at the same time, it's just back and forth on the internet. It's not such a big deal, right? Some people literally are out there running around, some Norteños that still consider Little Toro a good homie. He's still a homeboy. Oh, he paroled in good standings. We don't know about that sexual shit. We're not sure about that, right? Well, this right here is going to burst your bubble. Again, this clip I'm going to play says a lot of derogatory things to a lot of derogatory organizations and people, right? Not in no way does this reflect my ways of thinking. In no way do I agree. Any people that feel disrespected by this clip, and again, this is coming from Little Sopa's mouth, right? Any people that feel disrespected for this, before I even play it, I apologize. This is not how I think. These are not my views. This is not my reflection on anything. This is a Jcatting out. And I'm going to play the clip in its entirety so you guys could hear exactly how he feels about the Norteño movement and about other people. Okay, this guy's lost his marbles. This guy needs help. I'm not willing to help him anymore. I love helping the raza out. I love helping brown people. I love helping all people, human beings, right? I believe we live in a world that needs a lot of help, but there's some that just have mental crisis that need a little bit more than others. Is this guy doing it for the clout and the fame? Does he truly have issues? I'll tell you right now, he's a certified fucking Jcat, period. Plain and simple. I never seen nothing above and beyond this guy. I've had cellies, discúlpame, that were Jcatted out. I've seen people in prison yards, man, that used to walk all slow around the track with bawas hanging out their mouth until pill line popped off, and then they ran faster than Speedy Gonzalez. Motherfuckers were gone to the pill line, popped their issue, and walked slow again, right? I've seen it. I've seen dope fiends. I've seen a lot of things, but I've never seen any ex-Norteño, right, that was ever in good standings or ever about the business say this about other Norteños. Again, to the Norteño movement, to the gay community, to the brothers out there, this video is going to touch on everything, and I apologize sincerely from the bottom of my heart for even playing this video because I do not believe in what this guy believes in. But let's get to the video, man, and so we can dissect it. It's nuts.
I don't like Norteños. I don't like the Norteño OGs. They all mess with little girls. They all caress and piss. Hey, I don't like no homeboys. The homeboys all bow down to faggots, bro. They're all on the rainbow shit. I'd rather ride with the MA card, bro. Real Mexicano, shuali cali, my shit. You guys are suckers, blood, sellouts, don't stand for nothing no more. Put your red rag inside your pocket and go blow your nose with a fucking black rag. Cause you niggas is all fucking mayate lovers, nigga. Take your fucking bitch ass somewhere else, nigga. You niggas is suckers, blood. And I use the N-word to call that to my enemies. So all you Norteños, you're niggas now. Slaves. Fuck you and fuck everything you got going on. I'll piss on your fucking grave.
Wow. Again, I sincerely apologize on behalf of brown people. None of those statements are what the majority of people think. This is one guy who's having a mental health crisis and needs help seriously. Whatever he's going through in life, whatever he's went through, wherever he's headed, it doesn't seem like a good path. This guy has chosen to do the ultimate disrespect towards the Northern movement, Norteños, all Norteños. And, you know, I chuckle a little bit to those who still believe this Vato's in good standings and he could be brought back. There is no bringing that back. That dude is lost. That dude has fell. He's fell from grace. He is the worst of the worst, right? For a minute there, I thought there was another individual that was disrespecting people online, that he was the worst one. But no. This guy has moved ahead in that line. You know, let's break it down. Why is he feeling so emotional towards the Norteños? You know, I've noticed there's a lot of people on social media and life. When you're a part of a gang, when you get involved, okay, and this dude was involved at a certain level. He was never no Northern structure. He was never from an organization. He was never any of that. But he hung around some heavy hitters. He hung around some ballers and some people who were the who's who and who the fuck is doing this and why we're doing this for, right? He was a Norteño rapper. He was getting all the clout, the women, the money, the drugs, the whatever he felt that he had coming. And then he fell out of grace. He fell out of grace because of these Jcat activities that he does. There's not a single Norteño in righteous standings that believes that this dude is good. Okay, they already know what time it is. A lot of dudes give him the pass because they're like, he's just a Jcat, leave him alone. One, you know what I'm saying? It seems like you're bullying or getting on this dude's head. But this guy continues to disrespect the gente and the people. And there's no reasoning why. Look, you're always going to have people going back and forth and feeling some type of way and saying things in the internet like Doc 9 was saying about him. Was he speaking truths? I don't know. Was he just trying to be funny? Maybe so. But at the end of the day, that's a personal beef. When you involve a whole movement, when you disrespect blacks, you know, when you're talking about slavery and you're talking about, you know, the M word and you're disrespecting other groups by saying you want to be a part of them, that's disrespectful to them. You know what I'm saying? If you were that, you were that. You're not that. So you keep that out of your mouth. When you are disrespecting the gente you were once from, it's because you're disgruntled, you're displaced, and you're no longer needed nor wanted. It's called trash, right? Look, myself, I'm not in the greatest of standings with the Norteños, but at the same time, I respect what they got going on. I'm not going to disrespect them at all, right? I might talk my little shit with the Southerners, like with Tommy Guns, and I clown with these rappers. But again, I respect the Sureños and the Sul, right? I know where I stand with everything, the Bulldogs, everybody. With me, I'm going to give you love. I'm going to give shout out and props, and then I'm going to call it as I see it. This guy right here is making up felonious fucking remarks and frivolous remarks. And, you know, disrespecting the gay community, disrespecting Norteños, saying that they touch kids and stuff. What kind of weird, look, don't what is that self-projecting? He's projecting himself on other people. You're the one that have accusations of doing that shit. You're the one that went to that party and slept with that little girl. Not Norteños, homie. You ceased to become a Norteño or anybody when you did that. You ceased to become human or a man when you did that. You're now just a fucking fat person walking around eating up our air. We need that back in spades, I say, right? This is just disrespectful. And, you know, I thought I was trying to give Lil Toro the pass, Lil Top Ramen, like, hey, he's just losing his marbles. His lady left him. She's fucking his cousin. He's all sad and bad and disgruntled. But this dude is sitting there in a hotel room, like I said, man, in the Castro district, very, very disgruntled at what he's seeing around him and taking it out on them. Them's your peoples. You're living in that community. You got to go out there and get your little pinky on. Get your pinky in the brain on. If you want to be a person that's respected by everybody, then you need to respect everybody. This was a total disrespect to the black community, to the gay community, to the Norteño community. And to even put all these guys in the same sense in disrespect is disrespect to everybody. It's crazy. Nobody wants to be gelled together in your fucking jumbled mind. You know, for those of you that still support this guy, I don't know what you're doing. If you want to support him, man, get him some help because he needs it. This guy right here is going to find himself in a very bad situation. You cannot disrespect people like this and expect to walk around Vacaville or Fairfield. And no disrespect, someone was like, why you keep mentioning Fairfield? Because he's always there, right? Or Sacramento or Stockton or Modesto or Merced or San Francisco or the town business, Oakland. Again, you can't be disrespecting these places and disrespecting Norteños that are from these places and expect to be embraced or just people are going to give you a hug. You can be the tough guy that you want to be, man, but them hands, them shoulders, that body cannot stop a click, clack, 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 clack. It just doesn't work that way. I'm not taking it personally. He didn't disrespect me, but he did disrespect the raza by acting like this, by being a fucking Jcat, by being an EOP participant, by being triple CMS. Enough is enough. Is this guy just doing it for clout? There was someone that said, oh, Gunner, he's playing you guys. Oh, he's just acting like this. Now, I've been around this dude. This is him. Now, he never said anything like this because I'd have probably fucking just backed up off him and maybe fucking like I said, you can't beat a JCat, but I'd have tried, right? Not because he's disrespecting, but just the level of disrespect towards black people and gay and the gay community and all these people. And I'm not protecting anyone in particular. People are going to make videos, Gunners protect LGBTs, protect. Nah. Kind of weird shit is that? If you say that, you're weird as he is. You don't disrespect anyone, especially people that got nothing to do with you unless you want them to have something to do in you. And that's what it seems like with this guy. You know, it seems like this guy got very, very bad taste in his mouth from the GBGs. And so he feels like being a part of that isn't what he wants to be anymore. We already know the Nortenos done kicked him out the cause. He's not welcome. He'll never be welcome. And for that, you know, he reminds me a lot of these guys that are disgruntled and they're displaced and they're upset because they can't be a part of the reindeer games no more. Look, every bed you make, you made it, bro. You got to chalk it up to the game. You have children. You have children that are looking at their father act like a Jcat. You have family members that are probably fucking embarrassed as hell just by the haircut, let alone fucking your attitude, right? You got people like myself that were around you that thought you were a righteous homie, not a Norteño. I thought you were just a righteous dude, man, and you disrespect me continuously and constantly. You disrespect people around me. It's just you're a weirdo, man. You're at the point where I don't care if you have mental health issues, bro. You're going to fuck around and have health issues disrespecting the people you are. You know, bringing up black people and slavery in the same sentence, man, thinking it's cool to do. Disrespecting Norteños, talking about they're touching children. Like I said, man, self-projection is weird, man. Just because you did it doesn't mean everyone else does it. Stop trying to put everyone in the same fucking pea of your pod, homie. That's a fact. Now, what people seem to realize or don't realize is that this guy is losing his marbles, and I'm very concerned with the safety of the community that he's in. If you see this guy, don't approach him. This guy will do something fucking stupid to you. He's a stupid individual. Stupidity is oozing from his fat fucking folds and from his funny haircut. Do you guys not understand that I don't like disrespecting this man, even though I'm clowning and having a good time with it? I believe, honestly, he needs help. And I actually feel bad. I pity him. They say don't pity the fool, but I do. I feel bad because I know what he was and what he could become in life. A man and a father and someone in our society that could, you know what I'm saying, do something with this air that he's breathing. But instead, he spews rhetoric and hatred. Because he's mad, he can't be a gangster anymore. It's crazy. Like I said, a very unhealthy situation. You know, I advise people stay away from this type of character and the type of moves he's making because it's crazy. Again, you know, unhealthy for him as well. Disrespecting people and bringing up organizations and groups that he shouldn't. You know, speaking in this made-up language he only knows a couple words about. You know, and when I say it, no, the Nawa is a real language, but this Vato doesn't speak it well or right. He's just fucking, he's from Aslan, right? He thinks he's a fucking warrior. It's all in his mind. He's really dangerous to himself and to those around him. You know, you wonder why his baby's mom left him and took the kids. You know, think about it. This guy's lost it. You know, he's looked at as a joke in the community, but I think we need to take this threat serious. I think a person that's willing to do this and say these type of things online, you know, it's really detrimental to his safety and security. You don't play with gangs like that. You don't disrespect them like that. Real ones that are going to come out and get you, right? The boogeyman. This Bato believes he's the boogeyman and he can say anything on the internet. It's very disrespectful and very crazy, you know. What I could say about this is what a shame. Fucking shameful. You know, I've seen a lot of Norteños that were once righteous homeboys. And just because you stop gangbanging or you're disgruntled or you're kicked out, or not disgruntled, that's not the word, but you're kicked out and you're displaced, you're no longer from there, doesn't mean you have to continuously disrespect. I see some solid dudes, solid, that got removed for whatever or are no longer in good standings, and they continue their strive. They still work out. They take care of their family. They've moved on from the life. They understand it's not for them or wasn't for them or is not going to be for them in the future. And they just push. They push, they pull, and they strive. They become better fathers. They become better members of the community. They become hard workers. They become everything that was already instilled in them by this movement. The Norteño movement's a beautiful movement. Okay? If you take the good things from it and fucking utilize it. If you continue to act like a Jcat little fucking top ramen, these dudes are going to fuck around and haunt you, man. You know, you're haunted by inner demons and by this mental illness that you have. But really, man, you need to think about what you're saying before you're saying it, because you're disrespecting a lot of people. I know, man, this was sent to me by a homeboy, and he was just like, what the hell's going on here? What's up with this dude? And I said, he lost it, bro. I said, I try to tell everyone he lost it. I was fucking right there in real life. I watched him lose it in front of my eyes. I couldn't believe it. Okay, I reflect back to that because that was my only interaction with him. I didn't know about any of his cases or the weird shit. I knew at one point in time he was no longer in good standings, but hey, to each their own. That's their story. I didn't know why. And now I see why. Okay, so this guy is utilizing the social media to basically self-commit unaliving, if you guys understand what I'm saying. It seems like he's so much at the end of his rope, that's what he wants. He's running around Northern California, by the Pacific to be specific, spitting this rhetoric, man. It's only a matter of time before some youngster or somebody catches up to him that sees social media. Everybody watches it. He's really detrimental to his own safety. I'm going to play this clip one more time for those of you that have to see it again, right? And then that's it. Again, everything he says in this video, I don't double down on. This is not me. This is not how I feel about these communities or these people. Not even close, not even at all. But just to show you the demise and the decline in this guy's mental capacity and his ability to understand what's going on, putting on these fake ass stand-up. I mean, I understand he needs money, and people keep, and even myself, I sent him 100 back in the days, man, to help him get a room, but people continuously send him money to help this guy out. If anyone wants to help him, you need to let him hit rock bottom, because right here, this is some rock bottom shit. Just watch it.
I don't like Norteños. I don't like the Norteño OGs. They all mess with little girls. They all caress and piss. Hey, I don't like no homeboys. The homeboys all bow down to faggots, bro. They're all on the rainbow shit. I'd rather ride with the MA card, bro. Real Mexicano, shuali kali, my shit. You guys are suckers, blood, sellouts. Don't stand for nothing no more. Put your red rag inside your pocket and go blow your nose with a fucking black rag. Cause you niggas is all fucking mayate lovers, nigga. Take your fucking bitch ass somewhere else, nigga. You niggas is suckers, blood. And I use the N-word to call that to my enemies. So all you Norteños, you're niggas now. Slaves. Fuck you and fuck everything you got going on. I'll piss on your fucking grave.
Wow. You know, I could watch that 100 times and feel 100 different emotions. That is nuts. It's crazy, man. I want to express to the Norteños I'm sorry for that vato. You know what I mean? Don't do nothing bad to him, bro. He's an idiot. The gay community, I'm sorry that he disrespected you guys. This dude is, you know, above and beyond saving. You're never above and beyond. Only God. That's in God's hands now. I don't think human beings could do anything for this dude, nor pills. This is God's hands. The black community, I'm sorry, man, that you had to listen to that. By no means is that a reflection of the Mexican community. Sorry about the disrespect towards you guys. Again, man, I'm showing it on my channel, but it is not of my channel, man. It's black and brown with me. That's the way I rock. I have to say these things because people are going to feel some type of way, but this is one man who I'm trying to show you guys the decline in his mental health. He needs help. Hopefully God can judge him and help him all at the same time. Anyways, with that being said, let me know what you guys think, man. Is that a conversation builder? Is this guy off his rocker? Did he make the final ultimate diss? You know, I've been seeing where a lot on social media where they're like, oh, Norteños are on his head now. They're really tripping now. See, at first they thought he was a joke. He's a Jcat. Let him, leave him alone, leave him alone. He ain't nothing. They're doing what they're supposed to do with this guy, which is when it's a dropout or a non-active, they pay no attention. You're supposed to pay no attention. Those that continuously pay attention, man, you're not supposed to, really, right? In real life, you're not supposed to act like they exist. They exist, but are like Bigfoot. You're not supposed to see them. This guy right here, he made it where everyone can see him. Now he has to walk around those streets out there in Northern California and really be on his toes. Of course, he's going to tell you he don't care. He's a gangster, right? Until gangster shit happens. Let me know what you guys think. I got plenty of videos coming today on both channels. Stay up on it. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive for what I truly believe in. And that's the betterment of all people. This motherfucker done lost his mind.